And it's now time for business. The Ministry of Marine and Blue Economy is leading a crucial initiative to enhance activities and optimize the sector's potential by engaging stakeholders. In a proactive move, the ministry sought insights and collaboration from the sector operators at a forum held in Lagos. TVC News business correspondent Ifunanya has more.
The primary objective of these engagements is clear: to gather feedback and insights to shape strategic planning and policy guidelines. By collaborating with sector operators, the ministry says it aims to capitalize on opportunities for sustainable economic growth and development.
Government has identified this sector as a pivotal area of focus, and we are committed to creating an enabling environment that supports your business and promotes the growth of the sector as a whole. We are exploring fiscal and trade policies to promote greater participation of Nigerians in the shipping industry. A major part of the plan is to unlock the cabotage fund for disbursement to support the growth and development of shipping business in the country.
While highlighting areas that continue to challenge optimization of the blue economy, operators in the sector suggested essential elements for navigating its complexities.
And the question has always been that we don't have capacity. And I continue to ask people, was Rome built in a day? If we don't have a capacity, if we don't have the capacity, we can start from somewhere. There are many ways I believe that we can start, which people have implemented in the past, and we can still implement it to make it work.
Heads of agencies recognize the sector's potential as dynamic hubs of opportunity. They emphasize the importance of implementing measures to ensure the full optimization of processes.
The cabotage waiver, again, is something that we are really considering on how we are going to look at it and ensure that cabotage is in the interest of our indigenous operators and not for the foreigners.
The fact that some of the cargoes meant for Nigerian markets will go to places like Lome is also an issue that we must look at the efficiency of our port systems and do everything possible to automate our systems and make our ports more competitive.
The engagement underscores the crucial role of sustainability in all aspects of blue economy activities. Ifunanya Eze, TVC News, Lagos.
As Nigeria positions itself for a post-reform era, the implications of these changes on various sectors such as agriculture, energy, finance, and technology are being closely examined. Economic experts say the success of these reforms will not only impact the country's economic performance, but also influence its standing in the global marketplace.
Everything we're seeing today are symptoms of the reforms that we've undertaken, right? And we will not see, significant inflow of dollars into the economy, or even the market stabilizing itself at once, or inflation even decelerating at a faster pace all at once. These are things that would take time, and it's just a function of the reforms that we've put into place. The fact that the exchange rate is depreciating, or the exchange rate volatility is still very prominent, is one of the reasons why we're seeing electricity prices significantly increase, aside the fact that subsidies are somewhat not really in place anymore. But aside that, I would just stick to the fact that a lot of the things that are happening right now in Nigeria today, in terms of like price hikes, electricity tariffs increasing, these are all part of the reform package. Unfortunately, they're happening all at the same time, and monetary policy moves can only do so much. Again, I will keep clamoring for it, because we've gotten to that point where fiscal authorities can no longer leave the dirty job to the CBN. They have to do what needs to be done to ensure that prices reduce and the exchange rate as well is also stabilizing.
In other stories now, the Oyo State Government has ordered the indefinite shutdown of Sooro Market in the Irepo Local Government Area of the state. This is part of the decisions reached after a critical security stakeholders meeting which has called following a security breach at the Kishi area of Oke-Ogun at the weekend and held at the office of the Deputy Governor, Oyo State Secretariat, Agodi in Ibadan. In a speech, the Executive Assistant on Security to the State Governor, retired CP Sunday Udukoya, said the government would not condone illegal mining in the state, cautioning indigents against colluding with illegal miners, hence the government is ready to deal decisively with perpetrators. Meanwhile, the Deputy Governor of the state, Mr. Bayo Lawal, had on Sunday given a hint on the possibility of the closure of the market when he led the clearance operation against illegal miners at the market. A security market looked downward again at the end of transactions following continued sales activity in many sectors. Let's join Ifeon Iko for a detailed report.
Stock market closed in the negative territories, dropping equities and bonds prices in mid-trades and closing hours. Continued sales of stocks holdings for cash increased the tempo of downward trades, smashing losses on investments. It was Dangote Sugar that took the heaviest loss, calculated at maximum 10% on the back of strong sales of its shares. Other losers included Sterling Bank, UBA, First Bank Holdings and Zenith Bank. The gaining stocks were Flour Mills, United Capital, Transcorp, Wapco Lafarge and GT Holdings. The volume of business crossed on the floor hit 305 million units of shares, valued at 5.5 billion naira. The index of the markets came down by 0.25 percentage points. Ifeon Eko, TVC News, Lagos.
At the crude oil space, prices were little changed earlier today as investors eyed fresh drivers, including upcoming U.S. inflation indicators and a monthly report from the Organization of the Petroleum Exporting Countries this week. U.S. West Texas Intermediate crude fell to sell at $70.93 per barrel, with a downward price margin of 0.24%. Brent crude futures experienced a price decline of 0.23%, selling at $83.17 per barrel. And Bonny Light also recorded a downward price reveal of 0.71%, selling at $83.51 per barrel. And for the OPEC basket, crude oil dealers are offering $84.29 per barrel, with a downward price margin of 0.01%.